Now that you've uploaded and selected your media file, it's time to create and add some slides. We'll start by clicking the Manage Slides link, and then we'll click the Create New Slide icon. Here you'll find there are several different ways to create slides or add slides to your chalkboard. The first one, creating a new slide using the slide editor, allows you to create a slide within DigitalChalk, and in most cases that slide is going to be a plain white background with text and perhaps a hyperlink. That's a great way to incorporate links to external materials within your chalkboard. Create a slide from an external site allows you to bring a live working web page into the slide area of your chalkboard. So for instance, if you had maybe a forum or something on your web page that you wanted to point out to the student, or maybe even have them fill it out while they're participating in the chalkboard, that's a great use of the Create a Slide from an External Site feature. Uploading an image from your local computer allows you to upload a picture, perhaps something that you've downloaded or an image that you have that you wanted to use as a slide. And the upload a zip file of images from your local computer really works in conjunction with your convert a PowerPoint presentation into slides. DigitalChalk does not allow you to directly upload your PowerPoint. However, when clicking on this option, it gives you instructions on how to save your PowerPoint as images, zip those images up, and then upload a zip file of images from your local computer. Now, you certainly don't have to create your slides in PowerPoint, but that's one of the most common options that's available to you. Once you've created all of your slides will then be displayed in your slide bin of your chalkboard. Now, there are two ways to add slides to your timeline. If you're inclined to storyboard your content, meaning that you've listened to your media file and you know at what time you want each of your slides to display, you can very simply click on a slide. You can enter the begin time for that slide. Let's put this one at the very beginning. I'm going to put 00. And then we'll click the Add Action button to add that slide. Next, let's add slide 2 at 10 seconds. And then we'll add slide 3 at 20 seconds. Notice that every time I added a slide, I get a thumbnail in my timeline view down here below that represents that slide being added to the timeline at that particular time. Now, you don't have to add your slides in that manner. You can simply go through the process of listening to the media file. You press the play button and
videos,
let it play
audio,
through.
web pages, and
I'll mute the audio here. And then when you get to the point where you hear you want your next slide transition, you can simply click the pause button. You can click on your slide, and what you'll notice is that the begin time of the slide is automatically updated to reflect whatever time it is that you're paused in the media clock. So if we wanted to add this slide here at 15 seconds, since we're already at 15, we can simply click the Add Action button here, and that slide will populate here at 15 seconds. So now we can just click play and we'll listen along again. And as that timeline counter counts on, we'll pause it at 25 seconds. So assuming this is where we wanted to add our next slide, we'll simply click on the slide. Notice that the begin time is updated to reflect the time in which we paused. And then we'll just click the Add Action button. So you can go through the process of simply playing, pausing, and adding your slides in whatever fashion that you wish. Now, once you've created your chalkboard, you may find that you want to adjust the timing a little bit. Perhaps you were a little slow on pausing, or maybe you want to adjust it out. Maybe you want to give it a couple extra seconds in there. It's very easy for you to simply go in and select a slide. So in this case, maybe we didn't want this slide at 25 seconds. We feel it would be better at 28 seconds. You can simply click that slide from the slide bin. You can click the Edit Action button, and here you can then modify that start time. We'll modify that to 28 seconds, and then we'll watch this slide will jump forward to 28 seconds. So any adjustments that you need to make, you can certainly do that. Likewise, at some point in the future, you may decide that you need to modify a slide. Maybe you need to replace an existing slide. You could simply create a new slide externally. You can select that slide from the slide bin, and then you simply click the Edit Slide button, and then you can just upload that slide to replace the original. And what's nice about that is it assumes the position of the original slide on the timeline. So you don't have to delete it and then go figure out where you want to add it. You can simply add a new slide to replace the original.